Oh, we're back in the old good book again, the Bible, Ephesians 5:16. Now let's go back to 15. See therefore, brethren, how you walk circumspectly, not as unwise. And in 16, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. 17, wherefore become not unwise, but understanding what is the will of God. 18, and be not drunk with wine wherein is luxury, but be ye filled with the Holy Spirit. I want to talk about redeeming the time, but I saw these beautiful stuff in here. Time. Right now, our time is passing. Okay, this moment will never be back. Time machines, that's the stuff of science fiction. How we use our time, like we observed in an earlier video on all things obey money, these two things show what we hold to be important. And so we have another exercise. I'm going to try and get this out before Sexagesima Sunday, February, what was that, 20th, I think, 2017, I just looked up. I'll probably post a couple days early, because I think Sunday to Saturday, which is a week, our week begins with Sunday and it ends with Saturday. I know the world, their weeks are all over the place. Whatever. So, Sunday through Saturday is a good time frame to track. 168 hours we'll have in a week. If you don't have 168 hours, it's too late. Well, unless you're crossing time zones, if you want to get technical. But we have 168 hours in the week I'm choosing. I'm choosing Sexagesima to Quinquagesima Sundays, because this is part of our examination of conscience I want us to do on Ash Wednesday, March 1st of Lent. We'll be finishing our time and our money before that. Okay, February was money, and time is the full week before Lent. If you watch this some other time, just pick yourself a week and do it. I mean, that's the beauty of these videos. Someone, oh, you need to post more videos. I gotta have new subjects. Okay, let's look at time use. Why are we tracking this 168 hours? My friends, as I observed in some of my videos, Last Fruits video comes to mind, we are misusing our time. In all things obey money, we're misusing our money, possibly. But time, we're really good at misusing it. You could do the research, but that might be a waste of time. I am asking people for 7 hours a week with God in prayer. I've been told that's excessive. Now, maybe a woman with 10 children, she might actually have a good argument there. But for most of us, there's something that we should, if we can't get 7 hours with God, we need to start hauling things to the curb. And I'm going to be serious with you. I'm going to get right to brass tacks. Because this waste of time, what are we going to do when that angel in the apocalypse says, time is no more to us? That week we don't have 168 hours, or 150, or 130, or even 24. That day, we get like 10 hours. And then we have to make that accounting for every minute we've spent since we were born. Since we came to the use of reason. You know, do some math. Maybe I could pull up a calculator if I can find it on here. You'll find it fascinating. Okay. Average man 70 years times 365 days 25,550 days. Let's put in 24 hours. 613,200 hours. Actually more because there's some leap years in there. Over 600,000 hours. How many of those hours have you spent for the good of your soul? Well, it just ain't enough, is it? I gotta admit the same thing. Hey, when I first started realizing these things way back, I was like, oh man, I am in deep trouble. Now let's go to minutes. Oh, Lord. 36,792,000 minutes. Okay, I have to be very careful trying to figure this one out. Put a comma, there goes. Is that two? Yeah. It's over 2 billion seconds. And how fast can I commit a mortal sin in here of impurity? How many seconds does that take? It's because I'm misusing my time that I can do that. And that's what we need to realize. Time is a very important commodity. And I'm going to go ahead, although for this 1 week, 168 hours, I don't want you to make any changes. Because I think you need the shock. But I'll go ahead and explain to you what happens when we misuse time. Okay, certain things are laid out for us. A third of our time we're going to spend sleeping. That's the will of God. That's how He created us. Some of us need even more sleep than that. I'm not going to complain about that. We're going to spend time working. Okay? We need money to eat. We have a 40-hour-a-week job. The stay-at-home mother, she's going to put in probably a good 40 hours. She might be able to give me a report she puts in 50, 60. I don't know. I've never had anyone send me in reports. If someone would like to comment and send in reports, I'd love that. It might help me understand what people need. We need to eat. That takes time. Just to eat takes so much time. To prepare a meal takes so much time. I know, I'm a cook. I cook sometimes. And so when I am aiming at 7 o'clock dinner, okay, I need to thaw the meat. So I need to do that this time. Then I need, okay, this recipe takes so long to cook. So, in fact, the day I'm doing this, I thought I might end up be doing chili. I would be saying rosaries at 3 o'clock. Straight after rosary, I start into the pot of chili. Because I want to simmer a spell. See, not all the time is spent there over it. I mean, once I put it on and let it simmer, I got to come back and check it. See, this all takes time. It's what I call our spare time. That's what we did with our disposable income. It's our spare time. That money, which is not already committed to other things. It's the time we either spend in front of the computer watching some fool on YouTube. The time we spend in front of the TV. The time we spend with our spouse if we're married. With our children. Okay? I've heard too many stories of people losing their children. Maybe if they'd spent more time with their children. And these are the resolutions we'll make at the end of this exercise. Because guaranteed, no matter how you're disposing of your time now, you're probably going to find out at the end of the week, when you put the paper aside, even then, Saturday at midnight, no, you can go to bed early. You can say, I went to bed at 9, and I was sleeping at Saturday at midnight. Great. When you pick up that paper on Ash Wednesday morning and start going over it during your hour of prayer, because that's a good time to look over it, and you're going to say, that's it. Oh. Forgive me, Father, for I'm a big sinner. That's okay. You still have the time to fix it. And that's what Lent is about. Lent is what I call spiritual spring cleaning. And I've given you 2 brooms to use to clean out your monetary life and clean out your use of time. Putting these things in order, now you're going to get time and hopefully money. Money for a few spiritual books. If you haven't got a Bible, you haven't got a catechism. I mean, they're things you need to acquire. And then the time to read those, or you could make a resolution. I'm going to spend a lot more time with my spouse, quality time, where I actually get to talk to her or him or whatever. And then I'm going to spend quality time with my children. We're going to play games. I want to get to know my children. Because if you don't know your children, you're going to lose them. And then you're going to have time, if you lose them, to cry. Wouldn't it be better to spend time wisely now? Avoid that time of sorrow later? So, I've already taken too much of your time. So God bless you all, especially as we prepare for the Lenten season.